Greetings! I'm Epictetus, and this is Epic Tech. Specifically, it's Tekilicious, and we are talking about Interstellar Rift today and their brand new update. This is also the first episode of Tekilicious, so I'm going to explain really quickly what it is. This is basically a talk show. I mean, kind of. We're going to be talking about new updates to games and how they affect the gameplay and how they affect you as the player. So I'm here with Commander Kitten. Yes.
Ahoy there.
Hello. And we're here with the brand new alpha update for Interstellar Rift that has added in an amazing new feature. And you've been talking with devs.
I have.
All right. So you know some of the secrets and things, and we'll talk about those at the end of the episode. So this is our set.
Yeah. This is going to be amazing. It's so beautiful. I'm very proud of it.
You should be. You should be. You did a fantastic job with the set. It looks really nice. All right, so let's head into the showcase room and take a look at this new feature. Look at all those shadows. Okay. So this is the ACTR. This is the big new add-on for this update, which, by the way, is Interstellar Rift Alpha 0.1.45. And
it's a beautiful number.
Yeah. It looks awesome. I like this model.
It looks a lot like a Tesla cannon made into a warp core. Like this is what I like. It's, I don't know, like the little Tesla coils.
There's cool little lightning things that happen when it's going, and I think the Interstellar Rift team does a great job of making things just look very industrial and wonderful. I like it.
Yeah, devs, if you're watching, the person who does your art design, I love you. Like, it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, the animations and everything, they just do a fantastic job.
Not just the animations. I mean, the whole design team themselves, like animation, sound. It's amazing.
Oh yeah, their sound designer is a hero. Absolutely. Anyway, so this version added in the ACTR. It also added in a nice little feature I'm going to show later where you can click labels on cargo container or on cargo pads, and then there's a bunch of little bug fixes and optimizations.
So you might ask yourself, what is the automatic cargo transport relay or transfer relay? I do it every time.
Yep, transfer relay.
Basically, this little thing here will take items from one place to another, or even resources.
That is correct. And we'll actually see an example in the next room. Actually, not the next room, because the next room is the mall. This is where we'll get any kind of stuff we need. So it's kind of cool. We've got access to everything we need. It also looks really nice. I think you did a great job of this as well. Yeah, you did a good job with this whole station that we are going to be using. And in here, we've got the factory. And this is where we're going to be doing all of our work and looking at how these things actually function. Now, Commander Kitten, you've actually worked with these before. I have never set up one of these things before. So show me how this is done. How does this work?
All right. Well, it's actually fairly simple. The way you have to set it up is you want to select your resource first.
Okay.
So it could be anything. This little select button down there in the middle.
And I see it's already, water was already selected because we're in a water, or we're in a default asteroid field that's it's got water.
Yeah, so we decided water would be the best because it only brings in water. The easiest to show.
Okay, so I'm going to actually have this thing start grabbing water right now.
All right, so since this is set up for water, okay, now we can select our source. Our source where it's going to pull water from. Oh. It's going to be the extractor. So if we click the select source...
It looks like it was already selected, though.
Yes.
Oh, did you select it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was playing around and setting one up so it makes sense. So you can see.
But I can set the destination here that you've already done. Never mind.
I'm a little bit ahead of you, apparently.
Apparently,
So,
I don't need to do any of this. You can just do it all there. Okay.
well, don't worry. The others are free for you. Don't worry. This is just kind of a little tutorial one. Now, a thing to note is you can run the ACTR without heat sinks. However, it will slowly damage itself.
Okay. So
that's,
and then you would have to use a repair gun to fix it.
Right. It's essentially like a reactor running hot. It'll eventually degrade and destroy itself.
So it'd be better to have a heatsink.
Yes.
Okay. Which we have actually prepared ahead of time, like a cooking show. You can make heat sinks in the 3D printer using aluminum, beryllium, and deuterium. There are 3 different levels, T1, T2, and T3, with different costs. Those are all difficult things to get, but hey, this should be a mid to late game feature, so that's good. And we've placed them right over here. So I'm going to grab... I want to start with a T1, because I want to see just, like, how long this thing will last. So we're just going to put a single T1 in there, right? That was... Did I do that right? Okay.
Yep, it's got 7,200 health.
7,200 health. Awesome. So can I hit start on this?
Yes, you can.
Awesome.
Now it should start...
Whoa! There it went.
Working.
Okay. And it got one... Looks like it got one thing. I'm going to fire this guy up
It
again.
does seem to be teleporting one at a time.
Here's the refinery. Okay. Oh, look at that. Did you put these in here, or these were already here?
I don't believe so. I don't remember putting anything in there.
Okay, then those just went in there. That's awesome. Now, there was already automation to automate this part. So
yes, there's
you could walk up.
already.
You could walk up and hit start to create hydrogen.
Right.
But there's automation for the refinery and for the extractor anyway.
Right. There are little cartridges which you can slip in, and then it'll automatically do the work.
Let's do that since we have those already set up. I will do one, you do the other.
All right.
So I've got the extractor one. So I'm going to go do the extractor.
I've got the other one.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Inserting. Excellent. And then upgrade. And I want it to grab water. Turn on. So now that's going to constantly be grabbing any water asteroids it can find. This guy is going to continue, and it looks like, yeah, we've already plowed through a fair amount of that heatsink already. That's
yeah, and it's getting rather full in the extractor, and it's trying to shove all of its stuff into the refinery as fast as possible.
Yeah. Okay. So then now we've got this thing automatically creating hydrogen, but the hydrogen is stacking up in the output. So we need another ACR, and I'm going to do this one. You can stay away.
Oh, okay. I'm
right.
staying away.
Okay.
Do you have a heatsink?
I'll get one.
Okay.
Or you can grab one.
I was going to grab one.
I'm going to choose hydrogen, and I want the source to be the refinery. Oh, just saw it. The refinery. And then, yeah, good. And then select destination, and this is where it gets interesting, because if we had any hydrogen tanks, we could actually teleport it straight into the hydrogen tank and automate the refueling process from end to end, which would be very cool, but we don't have any hydrogen tanks. So,
and in case you don't know, you can select multiple destinations.
I was just doing that, actually. I was just choosing all the cargo pads.
So it'll find...
And the cargo teleporter, why not?
Yeah, it'll find the next available spot and plop it down.
All right, so that's 56 slots that it has available to it. All right, so the heatsink
And it just moved all of those. All 4 of those gone instantly.
Nice.
By the way...
There's also 2 slots on it.
Yes.
Yeah. So did you put it in?
Putting it now.
Okay, so now we have a heatsink 1 and 2. And the 2 is 21,600, so it's 3 times... It's 3 times the capacity.
Which means maybe the third one is 6 times?
I have no idea.
Well, we'll find out.
Let's find out.
We have
Let's
another
stick it in this
ACTR.
one. Yay! By the way, I wanted to show you another neat feature that they did. I'm going to actually throw on my leftovers from making the heat sinks, and I'm going to toss a bit of hydrogen on there. And you can now actually click the labels. So no looking around for the actual cargo box that you're looking for. You can actually click directly on the labels and it'll pull them out. Which is a very small update, but hugely helpful. In our last episode, I spent so much time doing this kind of thing. Like walking around and jumping and trying to find that one box I was looking for. Okay. Oh, this is great.
We're a little bit...
We're a little bit backed up. The extractor is working far faster.
For the techie people, it seems like you're going to want like 2 refineries per extractor.
All right, so this small heatsink is just about out. However, look at the amount of hydrogen that we have gathered in this short amount of time.
It seems like it took, what, maybe 5 minutes?
Oh, I mean...
Before it got really low.
Cool.
Beautiful.
Okay,
I'm in love with this update.
Yeah, that's really nice. I mean, we've basically done nothing. I know that there's been plenty of times where we have run back and forth trying to fill up a hydrogen tank. And this is just really initial configuration and then walk away and let it do a lot of the work by itself, which is really awesome. I love that. I love that idea. And I love that it is very much a mid to late game sort of thing. Aluminum is not something you come across all the time, nor is beryllium. Deuterium you just get from water, so that's not that big of a deal. You know, it's also a lot of water to get the deuterium necessary for one of these heat sinks. But I think the aluminum and the beryllium are going to be the harder ones to find. Well, I don't know about you, but I think we are fully stocked on hydrogen, water, and... well, that's it. We're fully stocked on hydrogen and water.
We're so stocked that apparently the refinery is still holding some.
That took a surprisingly short amount of time to fill up all of those cargo pads with hydrogen. That was impressive, I've got to say.
Well, I think we just found out something we're going to try and do for the series, making an automated refueling station.
Yeah.
Because this is just amazing.
Yeah, it is. So that was really impressive. I mean, honestly, I was a little shocked at how long how little time it took to gather all of that hydrogen and how completely hands-free it was.
Yeah, with this amount of automation, it's like you can just set it up and forget about it for 10 minutes and then come back and you're all stocked up, ready to go for like an hour's or more, maybe even a day's worth of exploring.
You could actually set up a space station in an asteroid field like this, completely set it up with all the automation, put all the highest end heat sinks in and automation cards, and lots of cargo space, and leave. Go do missions, go do whatever you want to do, and then when it's time to refuel your ship, you come back, and yeah, you'll have to put in some new cards or whatnot, but you're paying for a few cards and completely refueling your ship with hydrogen. And you could do the same thing with any material. I mean, it actually makes building a space station a realistic idea for this game. Because up until now, since you had to be there, you might as well just have all the stuff on your ship and fly your station from place to place. But now, hey, throw a ship editor on your ship and pump out a blueprint of a new space station in a really rich asteroid field and leave and come back later to actually collect your earnings.
We can do some really amazing things with this.
Yeah. I think we're definitely going to need a few of these on our new ship in the Let's Play series. So
yeah, we just get the ship and now we have to already refit the ship.
Well, that's part of this game, right? So
That's
anyway,
true.
well,
Always growing, always evolving.
Absolutely. And remember, this is a early access game, so they are constantly adding new things. And you never know what's going to come up next. As a matter of fact, you've been talking with the developers and you've gotten some hints about some upcoming features?
I have some really, really interesting and amazing upcoming features.
Okay. Do
Um,
tell.
well, one of the features they're currently working on, and this plays right into automation, trade drones.
Ooh.
So being able to, say, pick up resources from one station to another and sell them, or going from player shops to places to pick up stuff, which
So
isn't.
So you're saying, hang on, you're saying that if we did make one of these space stations that produces hydrogen automatically, we could have a trade drone then take that hydrogen and run over to another system and sell it and come back?
Yep, and it makes units, I'm assuming.
Awesome. I mean, obviously there's not a whole lot of details yet because they're still working on the system, but what a great idea.
Right. Just as a clarification, general common knowledge, anything in the future update section is subject to change or maybe not even be implemented.
Well,
Um,
and even anything you see that's already in the game can be subject to change because it is early access. It's an alpha. It's one of the most stable alphas I've ever played, but it's definitely still an alpha.
I can arguably say it is the most stable alpha I have ever played.
Yeah, it's very stable. I mean, there's definitely issues, and there's definitely, I mean, we've had some game crashes and some glitches and that kind of thing, but honestly, not that much more than a released game. So I can't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
I've been impressed. Oh, there's a gigantic asteroid outside the window over there. Sorry, I'm just
oh hi.
little ADD there. So what else? Have you heard of anything else? Like,
I have. So one of the big features that they're trying to work on, that they're fairly excited about, is character customization.
yay! Finally, so it's not just
I
now
know.
male or female.
I believe it's going to be still humans,
Oh,
but
okay, yeah.
some really interesting aspects. They want to incorporate like RPG-ish elements to it. So gear with stats on it.
Oh, interesting.
hmm
Oh, I
I'm not
like
sure
that
what your
idea.
stats will be, of course. I don't know specifically what kind of stats, but
Sure. I could
the
see
point is,
moving faster and having more health, that kind of thing would make a lot of sense. Maybe
with
repair speed, how
ooh,
good you are with the repair gun. So if you're an engineer type, you want to be able to have that. I could see a lot of different things that would be nice to have, and I'd be willing to give up something else for. Just
maybe a hacking suit to
mm.
allow you to use firewall hacking directly from your grip to open doors.
Ooh, access to different things on your grip. Oh, speaking of access to different things, you were talking about the captain's chair.
Ah, yes. So, with one of the updates they're trying to do, that they're working on, is to make captain's chairs usable, sittable, and actually have a function. One of the functions they want to give it is being able to actually access the rift generator from the seat. So the captain never needs to leave his seat and can plot a course to a new system.
I would hope they'd also give access to raise and lower the shields or modify the shield level. That would be another thing I would love to see the captain be able to do.
I would like to see an overall ability, kind of like what the engineering station does, but maybe on a much smaller scale.
Yeah.
For like important things like shield generators, the rift, maybe engines or something. I'm not sure, but
Well, I know that they've got a whole lot of other things up their sleeves as well, and we could talk for a very long time about them. And I think in future episodes we definitely will. But I think also this is enough for this episode because we want to get this out quick and show you guys what's new. Make sure to keep an eye out for Tekilicious in the future. Not only are we doing Interstellar Rift, but eventually we want to start actually looking at other games as well. But for now, it's pretty much all Interstellar Rift. We'll be talking about the past, the future, and the present, and our whole ship is rotating as a giant asteroid rams into it. That's pretty awesome. Okay. Always something interesting in this game. But yeah, definitely come back in the future because we're going to be talking about all the updates and how they affect the gameplay. Also, one last little tidbit. If you stuck around till the very end, I have a surprise for you. We are going to be giving away a Steam key for Interstellar Rift.
Really?
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah, don't fake it. You're the one that actually arranged it, so shush. So if you'd like to win this copy of Interstellar Rift that we have available, make sure to write into the comments below why you want to play the game, or why you want the copy. If it's to give to a friend, if it's to whatever it is, if you're really excited to make a specific ship in the game, I want to hear that. And we're going to pick the best one. We're going to read it out on the next episode, and then we are going to give you a free copy of Interstellar Rift. I love playing solo, but I love playing multiplayer more. There's something awesome about somebody else flying the ship and you walking around and seeing those warp effects out the windows and jumping into a turret and shooting down Skrill and all that kind of thing. So if you enjoy watching that kind of thing, make sure and check out our multiplayer series coming out every Wednesday. And you know what? If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up. Wow, look at the ice asteroid out the window right now.
Ice asteroid? What?
You see that?
Whoa.
That was a big one. Sorry.
And it was tinted green, too.
It had, really cool. It had like a green edge to it. I just,
it had lime in it.
There's a little bit of lime. Is that what it is? It's a new thing they added and didn't tell anyone.
If you have lime.
Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, make sure and hit that thumbs up button. Make sure and hit subscribe and hit the little alarm bell so that you know about what else is coming out. And check the comments for Commander Kitten's channel as well. Not the comments. Check the description for Commander Kitten's channel.
I could put it in the comments, but I think that would be rude.
Yeah, I think we can leave it in the description. And as always, I'll see you next time on Epic Tech and on Tekilicious.